The Vuelta begins tomorrow, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. The first four stages start in the Torino region of Italy before stage 4 ends in France, before finally on stage 5 we reach northern Spain with a team time trial around Figueres before we have two stages that go into Andorra, and then the rest of it stays in mainly northern Spain. The race organisers have been a bit harsh on sprinters, and harsh is another word. Stage 1, they should be a pure sprinters' day, but other than that, they got to wait till stage 8 for another chance, and then going down, they got to wait all the way until stage 19, and then stage 21, the final stage, to have a pure bunch sprint. And then you've got a lot of hilly stages. Because if we look at the previews, stage 1 should be a bunch sprint. So there you're looking out for the likes of Jasper Philipsen, Casper Van Ouden, Jakey Stewart, maybe. Then on to stage 2, the first uphill finish, and that's going to be a tough old day. It is for the sprinters. You can't see them carrying over this Cat 2 climb, and it'll be interesting to see which of the GC favourites drops out and instantly begins stage hunting. Because I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of riders who will be stage hunting because of Jonas Vingegaard being in the race. Stage 3, maybe an uphill sprint finish. I would say Michael Matthews, but of course he's not taking part. So it'll be interesting to see who goes for that stage. Stage 4, and that's a really tough start. A Cat 3, a Cat 2, another Cat 2 climb before another uphill finish. It'll be interesting to see who survives over the Cat 2 climb. And it'd be interesting to see if sprinters manage to get themselves back on after the climb. On stage 5, the team time trial. I love team time trials. I'd have missed them. I think it's going to be a great challenge. Some teams will lose out, but a team like Ineos Grenadiers, it should suit them. Stage 6, and it goes into Andorra. And what a tough start. A Cat 3 climb to start, but before going up the Cat 1 climb, and then into Andorra with a Cat 2 climb, and then another Cat 1 climb to finish. That is going to be a real test for the riders. And then on to stage 7. Start off briefly in Andorra before going to Spain. And another tough stage. Two Cat 1 climbs and two Cat 2 climbs in it. It is going to be a tough all day. Stage 8. Another chance for the pure sprinters. If any are still left after the first 7 days. It'll be a tough ask for them. Stage 9, another uphill finish. Back on up a Cat 1 climb. So all the GC favourites will be trying not to lose time. But it could be a breakaway day, who knows, because the first rest day is just afterwards. On to stage 10, another uphill finish. And that's another tough mountaintop finish again. Stage 11 looks horrible. I'm not going to lie. All those little hills in there. But it looks really tough. I'd love to see a breakaway go that day. And I can see a breakaway getting, say, 10 minutes maybe on that stage. Because the GC favourites are surely not going to go for it on that stage. Stage 12, another day, another hard day. Cat 2 climb, the Cat 1. But the climb is just 22 and a bit kilometres from the finish. So, who knows, a Daredevil descend like a Felix Gall, maybe? It probably suits him to the ground. Stage 13, and another brutal climb to finish on. With Langu, one of the most famous climbs in Spain. The first 141 kilometres are mainly flat before you get onto the Cat 1 climb. of Alto the Monetesque Tata, and then these climbs are so hard to read out. So Corda, the next climb is Alto del Cordal before the Anglo to finish on, and someone like Vinigo will surely be having a stage highlighted to win on. Stage 14 is another tough all day with two Cat 1 climbs at the end, and it looks horrible for the sprinters. It's only a short stage, just being under 136 kilometres, but boy is it tough. Will the favourites go for it again? We shall see. It'll be interesting to watch. Stage 15, a tough start with the Cat 1 climb straight at the goal. For a Cat 2 climb, who knows what will happen on the stage? It could be all go from the start, or it could be breakaway goes clear on the Cat 1 climb, and the peloton have a nice easy stage. Stage 16, and another tough, horrible day. It's just literally, that profile looks just horrible. I feel for the poor sprinters in this race, because literally you've got a Cat 3 climb, a Cat 1 climb, a Cat 2 climb, and finishing in a Cat 2. It is just up and down most of the day. It's got breakaway written all over it in my view. Stage 17, and another Cat 1 climb to finish. Will we see another breakaway go clear? I think so. But the GC favourites, especially the ones who don't favour the time trial, will have to go for it on this stage. Stage 18, and a time trial, 27.2 kilometres. It looks pure flat. So the likes of Ghana, if he's still in there, will surely be targeting this stage. Stage 19, the last but one chance for sprinters. But horribly for them, the organisers have made the last finish uphill, so there's no easy finish for them at all. And then stage 20, another horrible day for the pure sprinters. Two Cat 3 climbs, then a Cat 2, then a Cat 1, and all Cat 3 climb to finish on. It is going to be an absolute brutal day, and the GC favourites will surely not pass the chance to put time into each other, and the final chance for anyone to get a stage from this tour, because stage 21 is going to be a day for the pure sprinters finally, and you have to say Mads Pedersen versus Philipsen if he's still there. I think it'll be a great battle between those two on that stage. And now I'll look into who I think will win the race. Of course, you look at the start list. Jonas Vingegaard has to be the favourite for this race. Second behind Tadej at Tour de France. And he's out and out favourite for the race. I'm looking forward to the battle between teammates in the UAE Team Emirates. How will it work between Yao Almeida and Juan Ayuso? It's going to be a great battle between those two, and it'll be interesting to see how the team plays it. Another rider I'm looking forward to watching during the race is young Giulio Pellizzari. He had a great Giro, and he's such a great talent. I can't wait to see how he gets on during this race. And then, of course, you've got Tom Pidcock. I'd love to see him do well in GC, but my heart says he's a better stage hunter than he's a GC rider. But he might prove me wrong, and I hope he does. But for me, he could win about 4 or 5 stages in this race if he didn't go for GC. And then you also got Ben O'Connor, who was further down the list, and rider Jake Alula, and it'd be interesting to see what he does, because again, he could easily go stage hunting, but or he could go for the GC. We'll soon know after the first couple of stages. And we also we got likes of Felix Gal, maybe an outsider. You never know with him. He on his day he's a really good climber. And then you got Chavez, Tiberi, maybe, especially for the young riders thing. It'd be interesting battle between Tiberi and Pellizzari for the young riders usually. And Magnus Sheffield, who knows what Magnus Sheffield will do? He's still only 23, but it'll be interesting to see how he goes. But with that team, the obvious name that stands out in there, along with Egan Bernal, is Filippo Ganna. Sadly for him, he's got to wait until stage 18 for the time trial. But that team should definitely be targeting their team time trial on stage 5. For the pure sprinters, you've got Phillips, and I mentioned Madis Michels from EF, the young Estonian, could be up there. And I've also highlighted Casper van Uden is there for the pure sprinters. And then also we got young Thomas Silva from Uruguay, from Cahill Ual Seguros, who will also be named to watch out for during this race. And it wouldn't shock me if that team walks away with at least one stage win, if not more. And then on to the British riders. We have 11 British riders taking part. We have Jake Stewart and Ethan Vernon from Israel Premier Tech. Let me just find them. You never know those two. I would love to see one of them get a stage win. Bjorn Cordenet of Team Picnic Post NL riding. And then the Cofidis, you got Simon Carr and young Oliver Knight. And then you got Finley Pickering, a young rider for Bahrain Victorias. Always a last minute call up to race. Of course, Tom Pidcock, rider at Q 36.5 at EF Education Easy Post. You have Lucas Norica and Jim Shaw riding, and then also, of course, we got Ben Turner, who I mentioned, for Ineos Grenadiers. And also, finally, Ben Tullett, or Tullett, of Team Visma Lisa Bike. And I'd love to see a British rider get a stage win, if no more. It suits a full if they get the freedom, I'd love to see a British rider win at least one stage. And one last start. 5 riders need a win on a stage to complete the Grand Trilogy. Jai Hindley, Victor Kampenertz, Bob Jungels, Nance Peters, and Valentin Pantera. And I'd love to see one of those riders complete the Grand Trilogy. With that, that's the end of it for now. I'm hoping to produce more videos before the first rest day, but I can't promise it. If they are, they'll be shorter videos. And the last couple of stages, with last review, will probably be on the Tuesday after the final stage, only because I'm in Silverstone for the European Le Mans Series race there, where I'll be making another video. But for now, thank you for watching, and I've really enjoyed making this video.